Our next guest, she has received Best Lead Actress in a Short Film nomination in the Berlin Film Festival. She's done so much and she has garnered so much success. We've got Brianna Barnes in the studio. Hello, beautiful. Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
So, Brianna, I want to get straight to the point for you. Actually,
you're already
I know,
being hard on me.
because there's so much information and so much stuff about you that I want all our viewers to see it. You just portrayed the title character in Burning Rebecca as Rebecca.
Yes.
And congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you so much.
And this film has been around a whole bunch of festivals globally. Tell us, what is that experience like finding out about the nomination and everything about it?
Well, I think what's so amazing about the success of Burning Rebecca, it's a short film. And usually that kind of success, you would attribute it to a feature-length film. But what has the mighty heart of a feature-length film, because the story of Burning Rebecca is this couple that after a blind date, they kind of go through the what-ifs of an entire lifetime. So playing Rebecca was a roller coaster ride for me, and as any actress would have been as well, because you go through, get married, do they get divorced, do we have kids, if we have kids, are we happy, all those, milestones in life that are scary that I think we all want to experience, but perhaps some of us never will, or we do. And so the reason why it's such a mighty-hearted film is because it does go through an entire lifetime in 14 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And I think what also is great about Burning Rebecca and the success of it is that it was not just in any old festival. It was actually an LA Short Festival, which is an Oscar contender.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it was like, our short film is in its Oscar qualifying film festival.
Wow.
And also nominated in Berlin. That felt pretty good. The International Film Festival of Berlin. We were in TIFF, but the short section of TIFF.
Right.
I always kind of giggle and call it TIFF. It sounds like you're sneezing. But yeah, so that experience was amazing, to answer your question, and especially going to Catalina Film Festival. That was kind of the more glamorous of the festivals that I was able to attend.
Awesome.
And yeah, it was fabulous and very character-centric story.
Wow.
So it was good. Any actor's dream.
Right.
You're not getting overshadowed by like a Titan crashing down. Special effects, although maybe they helped me out with special effects.
Oh, stop it. I'm curious, how did you get into acting? Was it an actress or actor that you saw, or was it like a scene that you saw, or just something you kind of fell into?
Well, I started off modeling and really enjoyed it, and it was my dream at the time when I was a little itty bitty, just glued to the tube of fashion television, Tim Blanks back in the day. I'm dating myself. But with that, I kind of, if you can't tell, like to talk a little bit, like to express, like to have fun, and I'm actually quite the addict for adventure.
Right.
And so that's how I kind of found it, and I just was working with all these photographers who were also directors, and they said, you know what, Brianna, you really need to try this acting thing out. And so then I did, and here I am, and luckily it's been a relatively amazing ride, especially with Angie's Models and Talent in Ottawa and in Toronto, AMTI. They've been amazing representatives and just connecting me with the right people.
Great, incredible. What was your first acting gig?
My first acting gig, well, I've had, well, television-wise, I was on the CW with Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wow.
Buffy. I know, right?
I was like, that's how I know her too.
That's when you can tell I'm really excited or I'm really laughing. Is my left eye just kind of closes a little bit. Yeah. So my first acting job was on a television show on the CW, The Ringer, for network television gig, and that was just, because it was with Sarah Michelle
Right.
Gellar. So I was just like, oh my God, it's my childhood
I know.
hero. And, you know, all the vampires and arch nemesis. Anyway, except Angel, we all know. And then after that, my first feature film was called The Day.
Okay.
And that was with Canada's Sean Ashmore.
Right.
And it was kind of a post-apocalyptic film. And Dominic Monaghan, one of the Hobbits, if you're not familiar with him, he's going to hate me for that. I'm sorry, Dom. We still call you the best Hobbit ever.
Amazing.
Screw you, Elijah. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, that was my first job, like feature film-wise,
Right.
and it was amazing and super fun.
Awesome. And you're the host of Global Trekker.
I am Globe Trekker.
Globe
yeah.
Trekker, sorry.
And no, it's cool. Everyone's autocorrect does that. It's just Global Trekker, and really it is global, so it's accurate,
Right.
just not in the actual title of the show. But yeah, Globe Trekker, it's an independent traveler-focused show, and backpacking, kind of getting the culture of wherever we are, the nitty-gritty kind of. It's not like a luxury thing
Right.
where, like, oh, here's this lovely hotel where you could see that anywhere. In Dubai, Texas, you name it, it's here. It's more, you know, these are the festivals that are happening. And I've been watching the show since I was in grade school.
Awesome.
And one night, because I lived in New York prior to landing in LA, and it was phenomenal because I was watching it, trying to go to sleep, favorite show, and they were like, if you ever want to be a host, send in a reel too. And I was just like, oh my God. Writing down all the stuff, sent in a reel, and next thing I know, I'm screaming at a helicopter going, welcome to El Salvador.
That's incredible.
So it was like one of those stories where it actually happened that
Yeah.
way. You know, when you hear about people being scouted on the street or that kind of thing, like
That's
the odds.
awesome.
May the odds be forever in your favor. They were in mine that
There you
day.
go. Cool. And you just wrapped up A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yes.
How was that?
Midsummer Night's Dream was something I never pictured myself doing. Just because when I was younger, you know, as in school, they were like, okay, here's yet another Shakespeare play you need to read. And you're just like, well, what does this all mean? You know?
That's true.
I'm so confused, even though it sounds so pretty.
There's too many words I don't get.
But it was amazing because, you know, looking under a different filter, being an actor and piecing it all together, it was just such a trip to really explore, obviously, his amazing classical text.
Right.
And then what they did with it, they updated it. And I think that was very smart of them. And I think maybe perhaps later on, though, that will be the version they'll be showing in school.
Awesome.
Because, you know, I was a moth, one of the fairies.
Right.
But, like, I was a surfer fairy.
That's cool.
You know, and then I don't know if you've ever watched the one with Kevin Kline and Callista Flockhart.
Yes.
But he was turned into that donkey, into the ass. Am I allowed to say that? Well, in mine, Fran Kranz, who played Kevin Kline's role, the gentleman who falls in love with Titania, the Queen of the Fairies, he actually turns into a bum. Like his face turns into a bum.
Literal.
A poor man. Like he could not breathe. We're just like, okay, get the bum off Fran, get the bum off Fran. It was really, it was fun.
Amazing.
Super fun.
Well, thank you so much, Brianna, for being here with us. Where can we find you online, quick?
My website, BriannaBarnes.com. Instagram is the Brianna Barnes, and Twitter is L-E, Brianna Barnes.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, Arlene.
All the best to you.
All the best to you, too.
Anyway, Jake and the Nighttime Band.